Hey, this is Teresa Brown, and I'm going to make a pork tenderloin in my air fryer tonight. And didn't really plan this ahead a whole lot, and I'm going to show you as best I can. I'm even going to show you the messy parts. So, number one thing you might want to do is get, this is called the silver. It's kind of a tendony muscle thingy, and I'm going to get some of that off. Unfortunately, we do not sell a boning knife anymore, and I should be showing you a knife that we actually sell, but I'm going to be honest, this is the knife I use for this. It's nice and thin, so I'm going to just kind of cut that most of that muscly thing off, and then I'm going to cover it in, I'm not looking at you because I don't want to cut my hand off, our garlic infused canola oil, which I love, and I always tell my husband to stop drinking it. We go through it pretty fast. Okay, that's good enough. So I got that kind of big tendony thing off of there. And then I'm going to put some garlic infused canola oil on it, and I'm going to open up my chili lime so I don't get it all slimy. And I've got my parts, and this is the part that I'm just going to be super authentic and show you. So we're going to put a little bit of the garlic oil on here. I probably will do more than a little. And just kind of rub that around, give them a little massage. Very special. Oh, you know what? I so should have put it on the skewer before I did that step. So I'm going to wash my hands. And I knew that, and I've done it this way before, and I've always thought, gee, I should put it on the skewer before I put the oil on. But hey, sometimes we just like to do things the hard way. So I'm going to the skewer, and it's got these little indents in it. That is so that it can ride on the rotisserie thing. So I'm going to put one side in because I don't need to have them both off. I'm going to put one side in, and it's just a square rod that goes through these square holes, and then a little screw to tighten it down. So I'm going to put it on, and then I'll put the other end on. And believe it or not, it's easy just to skewer right through one of these. So just kind of watch that you, and again, do it before you oil it all up. Just kind of feel your way to feel like you're getting it through the center, okay? And honestly, on a pork tenderloin, I don't know that I even need these pokey things, but I know they help it to stay centered and rotate, so we're going to use them. Okay, then I'm going to put this pokey thing on this side, and this is never super fun, but it's not hard. It's just kind of messy, and you got to dink around with it. And I don't have my glasses on, which are right there, but my hands are covered in oil. So, and we're going to get that on there. I'll probably trim this video a little bit because it's just always a little funky getting this thing on until you get kind of used to it. And then we're going to tighten it down, and then we're going to use it, I'm going to cover it in the chili lime. Now, I got to tell you about chili lime as I futz. Maybe I should have just put my glasses on as I futz around with this. I did not think, I don't know why this isn't going on. I'm definitely trimming this video. I can't get this thing on again, Terry. I'm going to learn all sorts of editing skills. Well, maybe I don't have the screw out far enough. Oh, there we go. Okay, so that was all on me. Okay, so we're going to tighten that down. And chili lime, I was sort of afraid of it when we first, I thought I'm not going to be able to eat that because I can't do real hot things. It is delicious. It is not too spicy. I don't even know how to describe it, but it's not too spicy. And if I can eat it, if you're afraid of hot and you think you won't be able to eat this, I promise you can. So I'm just going to douse that. So you've probably heard a lot about the air fryer by now, but it is just so amazing. And little things like summer's coming and you don't want to turn on the oven. And last night I had made stew in my quick cooker, which is another great product if you don't want to turn on your oven. So I'm just getting it pretty well doused there. Maybe even rub it on here to pick up a little extra. And I want to heat up some bread, like a little loaf of brown bread to go with the stew, because there's nothing better than bread with stew. And I didn't want to turn on the oven and preheat it to 350, which probably would have taken like 9 minutes. And I only needed to heat it for 5 minutes. I threw it in there. 5 minutes, it was done. You don't have to preheat an air fryer, and that's one of the most wonderful things about it is you don't have to do all that. So it saves so much electricity and heating up your kitchen and all that. So, oops, I have an extra rack in mine because I bought an extra rack because sometimes I want to use an extra rack. So what we're going to do, and you won't really be able to see this, is I always get the left side in first, and you can kind of feel when you get it in there correctly. And you can actually, this isn't hot, so you could actually do this with your hands, because that's what we call the retrieving tool. Oh, I was in there perfect the first time. Well, that never happens. Okay, here we go. That looks correct, I think. And I'm going to close it, and I'm going to turn it to air fry. There it is. And I'm going to hit 25, well, 25 minutes might be a little long. Let me go down to 21. And then I'm going to hit the rotate button. And I'm going to turn on the light to make sure it's actually doing it. And it's doing it, but you can't really, well, maybe you can see it. See it kind of rotating in there? So I'm super happy about that. So I'm going to get that done, and when it comes out, I'm going to take it out with this retrieving tool so I don't have to touch it because it'll be hot. And there we go on that, and then I will see you for the end results. Thanks.